You are the kind of person who can learn almost anything. You connect ideas faster than most people and see possibilities everywhere. Your mind is constantly full of exciting plans, creative visions, and future versions of yourself. But somehow, even with all that potential, your real life still feels stuck. You know you could do so much more, and that feeling quietly follows you every single day. Your ideas usually start with a huge burst of energy. You open a new notebook, buy a new course, create a new folder, and suddenly it feels like this time everything will be different. But a few weeks later, the excitement fades away. The project gets abandoned, the notebook stays half empty, and another unfinished idea joins the pile. Over time, you stop trusting yourself to finish what you start. There is a special kind of pain that comes from knowing you are capable of more. You look at your life and see all the things you wanted to build, all the goals you wanted to reach, and all the versions of yourself that never fully came to life. It slowly turns into frustration, guilt, and self-doubt. You start wondering what is wrong with you. But the truth is, this is not laziness. This is the trap of unrealized potential. It is invisible, quiet, and dangerous because it hides behind intelligence and creativity. From the outside, it looks like you are full of promise, but inside, it feels like something is constantly stopping you from moving forward. You want progress, but your own mind keeps pulling you backward. The first reason is your addiction to new beginnings. Every new project gives your brain a huge hit of excitement. Starting something new feels amazing because it creates the illusion that your entire life is about to change. For a moment, you feel powerful, motivated, and unstoppable, but that feeling never lasts forever. Sooner or later, every project becomes repetitive. The work becomes slower, less exciting, and much less glamorous than it felt in the beginning. This is the moment when most people give up. Your brain starts looking for another shiny idea because routine feels emotionally painful. And before you know it, you are back at the beginning again. The second reason is that learning can sometimes feel like progress. You watch videos, read books, listen to podcasts, and fill your head with information. You know more than most people around you. You understand how to build habits, create content, launch businesses, and improve your life. But understanding something is not the same as doing it. Your brain starts rewarding you just for feeling productive. You think that because you are researching, planning, and preparing, you are already moving forward. But weeks pass and nothing real changes. You still have the same goals, the same plans, and the same unfinished projects. Eventually, you realize that knowledge without action changes nothing. The third reason is fear. As long as you never fully commit, you can keep believing that you are secretly extraordinary. You can protect the fantasy that one day you will create something incredible. But if you actually try your hardest and the result is average, that fantasy disappears. So your brain chooses safety instead of reality. Social media makes this problem even worse. Every day, you see other people succeeding, creating, building, and winning. It feels like everyone else is moving forward while you stay stuck in the same place. You compare your unfinished life to everyone else's highlight reel, and slowly, comparison turns into self-sabotage. But there is good news. The moment you recognize this pattern, you stop being controlled by it. You finally understand that the problem is not your lack of intelligence or talent. The problem is that your mind has been chasing comfort, novelty, and safety. Awareness is the first real step toward change. Real growth begins when you stop waiting to feel ready. It begins when you work through boredom, fear, and doubt. It begins when you stay with one thing long enough to see real results. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to take the first step right now.